Hello anybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Pikmin. I'm Mr. Devious, or just Deeb, and in the last episode, we went back to the Forest Navel, did more setup stuff, got like 2 or 3 more parts, and in today's episode, we are going to be going right back there and getting back to work. Because there's still 5 parts for us to get, and there's still, work to be done in the Forest Navel. Specifically, we're probably going to be getting enough parts that we can proceed to the next area, and then we'll be done in the Forest Navel for the time being. So, in the last episode, it kind of clarified that the Forest Navel is inside of a cave, so it's nice to have that information cleared up. So now that we've taken care of a bunch of stuff, first things first, I'm going to want to get out 50 blue Pikmin today, because we're going to be going and getting that object that's out in the middle of the ocean. And then we're going to be getting about 40 red Pikmin, because 40 red Pikmin is a pretty reliable number. And of course, as for the yellow Pikmin, we're just going to be going with a good solid 10, because that's all we really need of the yellow Pikmin. You don't need many yellow Pikmin, as has been said before. You just don't. And we've got our numbers. We're going to pick the grass. It's good to keep your Pikmin flowered if you can, instead of deflowered, heh heh heh. So they'll pick that grass. Hopefully they'll find something. They don't always do, which is kind of frustrating, but again, what can you do? They'll bash that open with their heads, and we got some nectar. Swarm around it, but try not to fall off the edge, because that would, yep, like that. Wow, they're finding a lot of nectar in this spot, which is funny because they didn't find any in it yesterday. Looks like the audio information is peaking a bit since I have that on my computer. Now that you know a little bit about my design, or my little bit about my process, I'll shut up and get back to the Pikmin talk. I don't want to get into this right away. So, now that we've gotten our Pikmin flowered, and we find that there's a couple of Pikmin who are just hanging out over here because they were plucking the grass, and they found nothing. There was nothing in the grass today. How about that? Now, we opened up one of our doors, or one of the walls, that was just right here, so that is kind of a nice exit, a nice new exit for us to take care of. So, first things first, we're going to want to set our Pikmin kind of on different jobs. Since we have the red Pikmin with us, there's a wall over here that I kind of want to take care of, and the yellow Pikmin almost got stuck beneath a bridge. But before we do that, we kind of want to take care of these sheer grubs, which are going to kill a couple of our numbers. I just know they are, because that's just the way things go when you fight these guys. These guys, there is no reliable way or easy way to fight these buggers. I hate them. I hate them so much. May as well swarm them and carry them back to the thing to replenish our numbers, and one of them survived! Kill it! Okay, it's dead. I'm kind of curious what we did lose today in that little bloodbath, but no well. Let's see what our numbers look like. So from the red Pikmin, we have 28 with us still. We're going to set them to work on bashing down this wall with their faces. So violent. With the blue Pikmin, we still have 41, even though I had like 50. And the yellow Pikmin, we have 8. So tragic. So very tragic. But we are going to head over here, and we are going to work on getting that item out there. In the meantime, we are going to send up the yellow Pikmin and get them to get a bunch of bombs. More bombs, more fun. We're going to set them over here, and we're going to dismiss them and let them get their bombs so they can have fun. I'm going to repeatedly smash the X button so they can carry that away, and just so they can take care of that. I just heard something vibrate. Wait, who's drowning? No! No. Get out of the water, you. No. Oh, that's sad. He was practically out of the water. Now, we're going to have to take care of a couple frogs, unfortunately. Now, if you can get your Pikmin on it, they can kind of hold it down and prevent it from jumping. But we lost a few anyway. That's disappointing. Now, there is another one over here that we can kill if we are good enough, but I think we already kind of have to get a bunch more Pikmin. And, oh, dang. I hate these frogs. I always lose so many Pikmin whenever I fight them. They're so annoying. They're just so awful to fight. They do so much damage, and they can take out, like, so many Pikmin if they land on them. And they are dead. Now over here is the anti-deoxin filter I looked at yesterday, and as you can see, we need 40 Pikmin to take care of that. So what I'm going to do, actually, is I'm going to take back this stuff and let the blue Pikmin replenish their numbers from that tiny little bloodbath, and just worry about that. I need one more blue Pikmin. Hey! Hey, 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 hey! There we go. And while they carry these guys back, these bodies, these corpses of their enemies... Actually, funny thing about this whole pond area, as a kid I remember this area being much more vast, but you can see the shore from like there, whereas as a kid it felt like it went on forever, like it was just an eternal trek of water, just an ocean that you had to swim through to get that part. And maybe I was thinking of a part later in the game in like the next zone, but even that, you'll see it when we get there. It is bigger in the next area, but well, you'll see. You will see. Now we've already blown down this wall a couple stages, so only about 6 more should take care of that. And should this take care of it? Maybe one more? One more. And that takes care of that. That wall is down, and we only have like a couple left. We have our red Pikmin who are still working on breaking down that. And I'm going to drag them away. There are fire geysers over here, and the problem with fire geysers is they hurt. I don't know, I'm not trying to be condescending, that's just the way it is. Fire geysers specifically will hurt anything that's not a red Pikmin. So, watch out for them. But yeah, fire in this game is particularly dangerous. They kind of nerfed its power in the later Pikmin games, but in this one, Pikmin that get set on fire will flail around and die pretty quickly, so you don't want it to happen. They don't have a lot of time before they just absolutely get rocked. Ugh, just getting... Sorry, I had to shift there for a moment, because I was sitting on my foot funny, and that kind of hurt. Now that we have our numbers back up, though, we can kind of get back to work, especially since we've taken care of the frustrating enemies that were in our way and that chose to oppose us. So in our numbers, in our party, we have 35 reds, 12 yellows, 53 blues. That'll be good for our purposes of what we're going to do today. However, it's going to be a little harder to multitask and just kind of set Pikmin on different jobs, specifically just because of how far a bunch of this stuff is, like how far out a bunch of these things are, and how separated they are. Like, if you look at the map, the different ship parts are as far from each other as they tend to be. And these two over here are particularly dangerous, so I'm probably not going to get those today. I will, however, let these Pikmin pluck these and kind of get them to suck up some nectar and reflowered. And I think that's the entire party of Pikmin. So first things first, separate our numbers. Gonna go into here and gonna call up these dudes, and we are going to take them out into the water. Oh, that yellow Pikmin, get out of there. All you can do for drowning Pikmin is just kind of whistle at them, or throw a blue Pikmin at them and they'll play lifeguard, and that's kind of cute. So yeah, first we're gonna get this thing out of here. We're gonna carry it out of the water, but what we're gonna want to do is, instead of just letting the blue Pikmin carry it all the way up, we're gonna trade it off over to the red Pikmin so they can carry that off, so we can go up over here to on the left side to take care of a different part that's also kind of sitting in the water, so we can get it out and let other Pikmin carry that out the rest of the way. Yes. So that needs 40 Pikmin, so we're gonna kind of take this. We have 35 Pikmin, 35 red Pikmin. We're gonna get them on the job. We're gonna try and get them to carry that. There we go. It's not perfect, but it gets the job done. We're gonna put them back on here, and now that whole group can carry that up. And the rest of these Pikmin we're gonna take with us over this way, like I was saying before. Now this area over here is pretty dangerous. If you'll remember, we broke down a wall a few days ago, and now we're actually seeing what's over here. This path is filled with fire geysers. This is also the only area in the game that I'm aware of where you can throw your Pikmin into a bottomless pit, into a chasm on the left side, and if they fall over there, well, they're as good as dead. So first things first, we're going to set some Pikmin onto this wooden bridge so they can kind of do that. So they'll work on building that bridge while we take the rest of them over this way and get them past that and get them over to this thing, which is another ship part for us to worry about. Also, this area down here kind of connects up to the upper area, and I may as well show off the proper way to do this puzzle. I found my analog computer. This computer conveys the kind of vague data that falls outside the range of ones and zeros. Actually, to be honest, it's a little bit too vague, so it isn't very helpful. First things first, we want to carry these guys out of the water, but because it would be too tedious to call them on and off of it to kind of take care of the fact that there's fire over there, what we want to do is we want to come over to this red plant. This is a... I see the blue Pikmin are mashing their heads on something, but we also got that ship part back. And I like the pieces that really fill out the ship like that. The laws of deep space require all ships to eliminate all pollutants. That was a brief little summary of what that part does. So just one more part and we can increase our ship's capabilities. I think we will be able to do it. Oh god, that's what they're attacking. Now, even though the Pikmin kind of scream in horror when you throw them into this thing, that's what you have to do. You gotta throw them into this. This is a red candy pop bub. Red candy pop bub. And we have 5 Pikmin left. We're just gonna throw the rest of them in there. And while they do that, and not worry about this iridescent glint, not an iridescent glint beetle, that's an iridescent flint beetle. Glint beetle is a beetle in the next game that you just don't even need to worry about. Because why would you? Just don't worry about it. So now that we've changed our blue Pikmin into red Pikmin, we can carry that analog computer up that path without worries of them catching fire and absolutely getting murdered and dying. I could have sworn... There the rest of them are. I was wondering what happened to them. However, because this guy over... Oh, he left. Well, what I wanted to do there was I wanted to... Words are hard. What I wanted to do was hit them with the red Pikmin and then from there get some nectar with which to reflower the Pikmin. Because the problem with the candy pop buds is that they spit out leaves no matter what. You throw flowers in there, you get leaves back, and that's just not cool. Because I want flowers. I like flowers. Who doesn't like flowers? They're not just, you know, everybody can like flowers. They're cool. That area down there is spooky though, and throwing a Pikmin down there by accident is a little bit scary. Also, don't be very careful around these geysers, because if you hit them with Olimar, they can just take off your health really fast, and you are just dead. You're dead. You're dead. That's all there is to it. You're just dead. What can you do? Nothing is the answer to that question. This part got really weird with the way I'm talking. Oh my god. So by my measure, we have 3 parts left. We have 1 on the way up there. I'm wondering if we can get one more part before the day is out. And for that, we're gonna kind of get to work on mashing this thing. They're gonna bash their heads against that, like the good Pikmin they are. And there is a part up there, which you can kind of see in the top left of the screen, but we need a combination of Pikmin to get up there. We need yellow Pikmin, specifically, to get up that high. Now, in the Pikmin 2, you can actually destroy these fire geysers, so that's nice, but not so much in this one. And also, since we're here, we may as well get some other Pikmin on this in order to speed up the process, because again, being only above the bare minimum makes carrying these things painfully slow. And it's just not fun. It's not great. It is not ideal. But anyway. It doesn't look like we're going to have enough time today to get the rest of the things that I wanted to do. The rest of the things I wanted to do, yes. It looks like we're going to have to settle for one more part. And that's fine. But in the meantime, may as well just kind of put these guys away. Put away the blue Pikmin. We don't need them. And put away the red Pikmin. We don't need them, just so we know they're safe and out of the way and not going to get themselves hurt. We don't have any stray Pikmin on the map. We are going to take this opportunity to heal. And one more part will improve our capabilities, as said, and it looks like we're going to get that part up there safely with no problem. Now, if I am correct, we should be able to actually come down to one of these areas to get more bomb rocks, but it's also a little bit unreliable since, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. So it looks like we're not gonna get to do anything with bomb rocks today just because it's just gonna be a little bit unreasonable to take care of. I mean, you can try, but at this point, the clock is so close to running out that, well, there's nothing you really can do. Well, wait, where are we? It gets so dark, it's hard to see. And that's another part. That is the last part we need to upgrade our ship's capabilities. Analog computer. This strengthens the outward emotions of the dolphin's computer. While it does make the computer smart, it also makes it quick to anger. It's just like my boss. And that is 12 of 30 parts, increasing the dolphin's capabilities. My search can now cover a wider area. And again, we get to see, what is that thing? The ship kind of flattens itself out and organizes itself a little bit better, and it looks a lot better because the hatch actually makes sense now, and that makes me happy. It's just little things, little details. We are going to die. We need to get these Pikmin back, and we're not going to be able to use these bomb rocks because we just don't have the time. So it looks like that's going to be the end of our day. But we did well. We did well. We got, what, 2 parts? 2 out-of-the-way parts that were kind of hard to get. We killed some enemies, we lost some Pikmin, but all in all, today was pretty productive, so I'm happy with how that went. And, most importantly, we got the necessary things we needed to increase our reach and capabilities and how far we can go. So, that's cool. Really wanted at least one more part, though. Ideally, I'll be able to do this area in one more day, but I doubt that's going to be the case. Knowing my luck, I'm probably going to have to do it in 2 more days. 6 days since impact. I've managed to increase the range of the dolphin. Looking from the dolphin's portal as it launches ever higher into the sky, I see a vast wetland in the deepest parts of the forest. I shall call it the Distant Spring. I can begin my exploration of it tomorrow. For now, I must sleep. So yeah. We lost 12 Pikmin in battle. That's quite a few to lose, but, well, it's deadly out there. And we also changed a whole bunch of blue Pikmin over to red Pikmin. We now have 208 Pikmin, and that's just great. Our numbers are doing solid, and there's going to be an opportunity soon for us to just make our numbers huge. But not yet. We are not there quite yet. We are going to save, and that is going to be that for today's episode. So yeah, my throat hurts. Yeah, it looks like we got 2 parts in today's episode, and that unlocks the Distant Spring, which has the most parts. That is a lot of parts. It's also the most difficult area in the game, so look forward to that, because that is where we are going to be going next time. In the next episode, we will be going to the Distant Spring. I already told you what happened in today's episode, so if you want to see more Pikmin, then I just hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye!